Hi guys, so a lot of my students and weight loss clients have difficulties getting more vegetables into their daily meals, specifically greens. So today I thought I would make a really quick video on actually my latest obsession when it comes to weight loss meals. I have been eating it every day for weeks and I cannot get enough of it. So greens don't have to be super bland and boring and thrown into a salad every time you eat them. These are actually frozen greens that I keep stocked in the freezer at all times so I can have greens at my disposal. It takes 2 minutes to defrost them and they're ready to go. Yes, they're not as crisp and as fresh, obviously, as you would get them from the produce section, but this allows you to have them on hand at your own convenience, so you don't have to worry about your greens going bad before you get a chance to eat them. This weight loss meal is super easy and super quick. So all you need are obviously some greens, and then second, you're just gonna need some beans. I have some kidney beans that I had pre-made ahead of time, maybe a couple days ago. These go pretty fast in my family. So you can use any bean you want. It really doesn't matter. White ones, black ones, red ones, cannellini, lima beans. I've tried everything. Garbanzo beans are great with this. Black beans. Beans are super versatile, so it really doesn't matter which kind of bean. And it doesn't matter which kind of green. So I have kale. This is actually my favorite, kale and mustard greens, but I try collard greens, spinach, as well as turnip greens. There are always different varieties in the grocery store. You can't go wrong. Just choose any of them and choose a variety. I'll have a different one each day just to get a little slightly different nutrient profile in my diet each day. Okay, so this is how I make my spicy lemon ginger greens and beans. It is just like it sounds. We are gonna throw a little bit of cayenne, some powdered ginger or fresh ginger, whichever you prefer. There's also garlic, so I have a ton of minced garlic. This is one of my only conveniences in life, so I make sure to get organic pre-minced ginger as often as I can. So I don't have to take the time to do it myself. And then I'm just going to use some of Mrs. Dash's no salt variety lemon pepper seasoning to keep things super simple. And some fresh lemon. You can use different seasonings in this. I've tried just about everything, curries and all-purpose seasonings. There are so many different ways to make this delicious. I also learned recently that things like mushrooms, for instance, there's like a ceiling effect on. So eating 8 cups of mushrooms isn't going to continuously provide more and more of that nutritional benefit. After about 1/3 to 1/2 of a cup of mushrooms per day, you really max out the amount of benefits you can receive from that particular food item. But greens, they have found in research studies that the more greens you eat, the more and more benefits that you actually are able to achieve. So that is yet another reason to make sure you get your green leafies in every day. But you also acquire a taste for them if you eat them often enough and regularly enough, just like any food. Okay, so I just put my greens in here, and I'm not even gonna cook these on the stove because I'm that lazy today. I wanna show you how super simple these meals can be. Okay, so we have our greens, and then let's add 3/4 of a tablespoon of garlic. I love a lot of garlic. That may be too much for a lot of people, so you're just gonna have to wing it as you go. Okay, then I sprinkle plenty of cayenne. Again, this is an individual preference, so you know your palate better than I do. I like a lot of heat in my food. And this is another thing that's acquired. So you are able to increase that day by day systematically if you really want to up your cayenne. And it's a great idea because there are so many beneficial properties in spicy ingredients. And then plenty of ginger. Again, I don't really measure these things. I just put enough to flavor my food. Ginger is also a little spicy. It has a little kick. So keep that in mind when you're adding it to your food. And then top it all off with the lemon pepper seasoning. Some fresh lemon. I'm just using about a quarter slice. And last but not least, you have your beans. So I always gauge how much starch to put in my food depending on how much I worked out that morning. So this morning was kind of a recovery period for me. I just did some yoga and some walking, so I am not doing a ton of starch this morning. I'm not that hungry. So all we do now is throw this in the microwave for about a minute and a half, and it's done. And it's delicious. You could easily heat this up on the stove. I just love the efficiency of the microwave. It makes me feel like I have a little bit of, of that convenience that I used to have when I was eating the standard American diet. Okay, before I get my greens and beans out of the microwave, I have a really exciting announcement. So my students had such a great outcome the first time I ran my Naturally Lean Masterclass earlier this year that I have decided to roll it out for the spring semester. So starting on April 27th, I will be revamping and opening up registration for the next Naturally Lean Masterclass. So this is a 6-week program. Each week has a different chapter. These range from what to eat for optimal nutrition and weight loss, how to build systems for healthy habits. We cover cravings and emotional eating, time-restricted eating, social strategies, maintenance support, everything you're going to need to stay on this healthy lifestyle trajectory. So if you know you want to be whole food plant-based and you have tried this diet before and you just can't get it to stick, or you want to try it really bad but you just haven't taken the plunge, this is the course for you. It is for somebody who knows in their bones that they want this lifestyle and they want this vibrant health for themselves. So if you are that person, make sure you sign up for this class and become part of this really supportive, awesome community that we have built through the first masterclass. So each time I run this class, we are building and building and building upon this community of people who have been in the program and who just need a refresher from time to time. So they have access each and every time I run this program to re-participate and watch the videos and be able to interact with me and ask questions and interact with each other. You guys learn so much just by watching each other go through this process, hearing about each other's struggles and triumphs and seeing what kind of meals you're coming up with. It's just a wonderful community. I also provide 3 different meal plan options for the first few weeks. If you're interested, by all means, these are more so used for examples and for, like making sure you have the right balance of plant-based foods in your meals, or making sure you have the semi-equivalent measurements from meal to meal with the starches or the beans or whatnot. There will be 2 interactive Zoom sessions every week where you are able to ask questions live and in the moment. When you are struggling with something, you can reach out and ask me when it's occurring, so you can get feedback right away on what's happening and troubleshoot. And likely somebody else in the group is suffering from the same problem, so you are only helping your peers along. So registration for the Naturally Lean Masterclass opens up this Thursday, April 20th, and is available until the 25th. So I left you some links in the description box below. You can either sign up directly to the program, or you can sign up for my email list to gain more information on the program prior to signing up. Whichever one you choose, just act on it now, because this is only open for the 6 days, and then hopefully I will run this program again in the future, but there's never any promises because I don't know what life is going to throw at me. So again, registration starts April 20th and the course itself begins on the 27th. So if you are interested, make sure you check out the links in the description box below, and I will hopefully see you guys in class. Oh, and don't forget the plant-based challenge starts today. So if you guys want to register for that as well, you're not too late. You can always rewatch the recorded video in the Facebook group. So check the description box to register for the Whole Food Plant-Based Challenge, where you actually get an opportunity to win a free enrollment in the Naturally Lean Masterclass. All you have to do is collect plant points for 4 days and take pictures of all your meals, and then somebody wins a free enrollment. So I hope to see you in the challenge group. All right, let's finish up with this meal. So, as you can hear my microwave beeping in the background. This, obviously I'm gonna mix this up. This is your greens and beans dish. Very scrumptious. I wish you guys could smell this. The garlic and the lemon and the ginger just wafting off of this is fantastic. So let me know what kind of combinations you come up with, because sometimes I throw potatoes in here or grains or lentils. There are so many different ways to make this extra special and nutritious. So I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.